G'day guys, this one is a quick one. I just felt like making a quick, simple layout. Now, I really enjoyed doing this, believe it or not. I kind of got back to basics, but what I am doing is my Smash a Pad series. If you are new to my channel, something I'm doing in 2023 is I'm picking out 6x6 paper pads and I'm using the entire paper pad. So I will have them all linked in the same, so each paper pad that I use and each layout that I create with it, I will have them all linked into the one playlist. And I'm just calling this series Smash a Pad, because you know what? Sometimes it feels really good to finish using a product. We all feel it. We all get it. It's one of those things when, you know, when you get to the end of a washi tape, which I did yesterday. Oh, I was really excited to finish the roll, but I was really not excited because I don't have any more of that nice gold. I will just have to go washi tape shopping. What can I say? Let's be honest. I mean, we love it. It's great when you can finish a product, you know, whether it's thickers, whether it's the bottom of the gesso tub and you've got to buy a new one. Like, it feels amazing. So that's what I'm trying to do with my Smash a Pad series. I'm trying to just choose. This particular pad was given to me. It was by Crazy Craft Obsession, and Cass thought she'd challenge me, give me this one. She thought I'd like it, and I love it. It is beautiful. It is, in fact, the Craft Consortium Ink Drops Candy 6x6 paper pad. And I have to say, it is absolutely, I'm going to use the word divine. That's ridiculous, but it is. It is absolutely beautiful. And this particular set of paper, my kids have just got home from school, by the way. It's their half day Friday thing that they're doing at the school, and so they've just got home, and I'm no doubt are absolutely roasted to within an inch of their lives, because it is so hot outside right now. If you're new to my channel, I'm in Queensland. You know, sunny Queensland. It is currently 36, but feels like, let me tell you what the feels like temperature is. Feels like 40. And my children just got in my daughter's Mazda, and let me just tell you, okay, so Taylor's just come in and put her iPhone on my arm that has been sitting in her Mazda whilst she drove quickly to the school, picked up the kids and came straight home. And to say that it's probably about to give her a hot battery warning is no understatement. Queensland hasn't had much, like, just let me have a little bit of a rant for a second. You can see what I'm doing. I'm just cutting up papers. Like, I didn't measure these. I just wanted them to not be even, and it worked a treat. Okay, Jennifer's here, and she has got a beetroot red face, and she's the fittest person on the planet, so it's hot outside. And I'm about to go out for lunch with some friends of mine. And boy, I hope the air conditioning's working. Anyway, so we haven't had a lot of hot summer yet. Summer's technically nearly finished, but guess what? It's just arriving. So, Jen's just writing me some Morse code. I believe she could actually, yes, what's up? You want to say hi? If you speak, they can hear you. Say hi, everybody. This is Jen, by the way. She's just got home and she is roasting, so no doubt they'll be getting in cold showers and sitting in front of the air conditioning. Yeah, and they're in formal uniform today.
I took my skirt off as soon as I got in the gate.
It's crazy.
I have shorts on. But...
Yeah, but it is just crazy hot out there. Like, I can just feel the heat coming off Jen, and she's just leaning on me. So this particular paper pad, now this is my mica powder that I make up with my gum arabic that I just have sitting on my table, and I don't do splatters a lot, but I'm starting to like doing them. If I use my fan brush like I used then, if you don't like big splotches, use a fan brush. You can get them. They're usually in your watercolor brush sets. One of those is a game changer because honestly, it gives you like these tiny, tiny little speckles rather than big blobs. That I can handle. I can handle that much more than I can handle giant splats. I wasn't feeling like mixed media today. That's why I just sort of did this. I wanted to do a big title. I believe I succeeded with that. Given that you can see this is the boo-boo for this particular layout. This layout, I had to cut the title twice because for some reason my Cricut decided that it didn't want to cut properly and it chewed up my paper. That's what I thought initially. It's actually my fault. Yesterday I had something actually still attached to my Cricut mat and I used my heat tool and I got a bit close to it, so I've buckled the Cricut mat. Now when I say the Cricut mat, these are knockoff ones that I get from Amazon. They are like $14 for 4 of them. So for me personally, I would rather do it on there and make it more fluid for you guys in the video rather than, you know, stuffing around and stuff like that. Now I want to draw your attention to this really quickly. These brushes. I saw someone using these brushes and I thought, you know what, that would be awesome. I hunted myself down some and these, I gotta say, they are a little bit of a game changer for me, because I like to blend my distress oxides. I usually use my daubers, like you saw me then. I just used my KITSCH Flamingo and I used my dauber, not a problem. But I wanted to use some black soot. I wanted to bring in some black, but I didn't want it to be jet black. So I used the black soot because as an oxide, it is more like a really deep charcoal when it's next to KITSCH Flamingo. So I decided to pull out one of these brushes. Now these brushes, let me explain to you what they are. They are a very, very dense, very short bristled brush, and they come in a 3-pack. I'm not going to say they're cheap. They were, oh well, they're not, you're not going to have to sell your firstborn, but they're, I can't remember the price off the top of my head. I think they were something like $6.50 for 3 brushes. Like, not the cheapest thing on the planet. But that being said, I did buy 4 sets because I thought, you know what, if I use one, like for instance this brush here I've used in the black, there is no chance I'm getting that perfectly clean. So that will forever be the one I ever use with black soot or, you know, the greys, any of that sort of thing. So, but what it's actually allowed me to do is just blend just the very edge of the letter. And I know that sounds crazy. Like it looks sort of similar how I usually do it with the daubers, right? But I've managed to just get a little bit of ink on the edges and oh, I love it. It looks so good. I'm going to have a play. When I ordered them, I wanted to, and I got them from Amazon AU, by the way. There's no affiliate link or anything. I will actually find the link to where I bought them from, and I will pop it in the description. But just know, all your Amazon links, if I put anything up for any other, you know, Uniquely Creative or Gwen Cut to You Cut Files, any of that sort of thing, they're not affiliate links. That's just where I've received, that's where I've gone and bought my product to show you guys. Okay, the only affiliate link that I do have is with Crazy Craft Obsession, and that's where I get all my distress inks from, my distress oxides from, my sprays, all my mixed media, my Simon Hurley Luna pastes. I cannot wait to get the next cut. I'm getting 3 more colors in the next week. I'm so excited. And I have a page specifically that I want to do with these 3 colors. so it's kind of killing me. I just want to do it, but it's okay. So now, as you can see, when I peel this back, you can see how it was catching a little bit, but that's all right. It was fine. So you can see how the letters are more blended, more easily blended with that brush. It is so good, and I used like no ink. It was so obviously I've used ink, but it was so good. Now, I did do an offset. I did a white offset. I think the offset that I did on these ones was a little tiny bit bigger than usual. Sorry about that. It feels like Grand Central Station at the moment. There's kids and dogs going every direction. I think they're all just trying to cool down, to be completely honest with you. Can imagine they're all going to go for a smoothie or something shortly. But hopefully they wait and don't turn on the Thermomix until I'm finished my voiceover, because I do have the door open, and that's why it's a bit more #mumlifekids in the background at the moment, because it is so hot. There's no way I could close the door. But that's all right. I'm not whinging. I don't do heat. I don't do heat well at all. But feel a bit cooler now?
Okay.
Jen's, I've got a drink out there, a cold drink, if you want to go and... Jen always steals whenever I make an ice cold cordial or something like that. Cordial for us over here, by the way, is it's a sweet drink that we put sort of a centimetre or so in the bottom of a glass, add cold water, and it's a refreshing sweet drink. Whenever I make one of those, she always finds my cup, because I've got my keep cold cup for 20 hours, and she always finds it and drinks it on me. But she needs it at the moment, so that's fine. I think Ange and Taylor have they've zonked it in front of the aircon at the moment. So there's not a lot to tell. All I'm pretty much doing is popping down my title. Again, I've done a couple of pages in a row with little to no foam on them, and I'm doing that specifically because I'm trying to be very mindful of how thick my layouts are getting. Do not get me wrong, I absolutely love using foam, craft foam, these foam squares. You can get these foam squares from Crazy Craft Obsession, link in the description. They are the best squares. They're so did you see how easy that was? They just popped straight on, and I could just get the backs off them beautifully. It was so good. Now these little stars, I'm not one for lots of stickers, but these stars, to me, they read more like a sprinkly bit. So when I would normally use Nuvo drops or what are they called? I've got embossing in my head, but that is not what it is. They are... Oh, I can't remember what they're called. You know, like your Nuvo drops, and then you've got your hard ones. I don't even know what they're called. It's going to drive me crazy. You know, the little button things, and they're sticky on the back, and you stick them on. I'm not a fan of those much, to be honest. And I haven't bought any more because I really do prefer the liquid drop. It is just so much, for me, it's simpler, and it doesn't feel as clunky. That being said, I do love my new Pink Fresh Studio metallic flat back button things. So they're doing I love them. But I wanted to put these stars on because these were also gifted to me. So this pad and this set of stickers were gifted over it came in my design team box from Crazy Craft Obsession, and I sort of looked at them and thought, instead of looking at them as a sticker, if I think of them more as a sprinkly bit and literally go to town and use them in a mass quantity, I think they will actually look really good on this paper. So because I'm literally, these photos that I'm scrapping are just my two youngest, and Ange was pulling Jen was sitting in the trailer on her little trikey bike, and Ange was just pulling her around, and they were having so much fun. They absolutely loved it, and it was just one of those, this is going to sound cliche, but it was like, I'm doing it right. I'm getting this right. You know, like as mums, we always second guess whether we're doing it correctly, whether we're, is this working? Are we doing it right? Are we getting everything right? Don't push yourself, because honestly, when you have moments like this and you see this and they're giggling and they're laughing and they're playing together, that's hashtag you got it right. That's what it is for me. And that's why I wanted to start scrapping some of these photos, because you kind of forget. You get caught up in day-to-day life and you forget to stop and check out the moments that are really good. It doesn't have to be the gymnastics competition. It doesn't have to be, I don't know. It doesn't have to be an awards night. It doesn't have to be something like that. It can simply be the house is just, everyone's getting along. Everyone's doing everything together. There's a little bit of laughter. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's good. It's one of those moments where you just tick the box, you're getting it right. So I do add some, these are little tiny, teeny Diamantes. I actually bought this packet of Diamantes back when I was doing my wedding invitations. So these are from like 2006. I'm down to not very many, and I wanted to use them up because I do have new ones now, and I thought, you know what, I'm not wasting these things. I'm using them. So I just put a little bit of bling around the outside edge of the photo, and I absolutely loved how it turned out. And yeah, let me know what you think. Sometimes do you think that you can just have just have the moment? That's the layout. Do you know what I mean? I did use the Tim Holtz IDEA-OLOGY small talk stickers to add some journaling, and I will do some handwritten stuff later on. So this is it. You can see all my sparkly bits. You can see my splatters that I did with my gold mica paste and all the bling on the photos. I absolutely love how it turned out. So if you are new to my channel, I would love to have you either hit the like, leave me a comment, subscribe to my channel. All of that stuff helps me out and helps me bring you more content. So I will be back tomorrow with another video, and it's going to be completely different to this one. So stick around for that, and I will see you tomorrow, guys. Chat to you soon. Bye for now.